I'm Howard Lester, and I am joined by.
Brittany Cunningham.
Oh, you want to say anything about yourself?
Well, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, but I'm from Pittsburgh. Miss that place. Sitting, COVID life,
You
you
know
know,
it.
bartender, server,
Photographer.
photographer,
How do we know each other?
the yard.
You didn't have to say the place.
Well, I did. You're welcome. The yard.
So, what you streaming?
What am I streaming? Do we want to start from March and just go on, or recently?
Whatever you care to share.
Okay, well, I'll give you my top three that you should definitely watch and what they're actually on. Outlander, through Stars, Netflix up until season 4. We'll talk more about that. The Boys, which is on Amazon Prime, fantastic, and Queen Gambit. Duh.
You know what?
Oh, excuse you. Oh.
I'm going to stop you there.
I need you to never make that face.
You know what? Keep going, and then we'll circle back.
Movies, I mean, I'm a go-to rewatch. And since it's the holidays, I've been watching The Holiday, The Family Stone. The Happiest Season just came out on Hulu. Filmed in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart, Abigail, what's her face?
Her.
You know, everybody loves her. She's the talk of the season, and this chick from a different show. But highly recommended. So I've tried to watch Schitt's Creek.
You said tried?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You know what? I'm ready to circle back. Let's talk Queen's Gambit, shall we? A show that I haven't watched.
Okay.
As I've told everyone else, I'm like anti-Netflix at the moment because everything that I invest in gets canceled.
You're not wrong.
So I'm just like, fuck that. Fuck that streaming service. Do I have Netflix? Yes. Do I pay for it? No. So do I have it? No. I'm using someone else who has it. So I'm not
As
even,
is everybody else.
but you know, if the spirit ever moves me, like I might watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but
What is that?
it's like what? Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman, August Wilson play, converted into film. Oh my God. It's Viola Davis, for God's sake.
Unless it's advertised, how am I supposed to
It
know?
is advertised.
Where?
It's heavily advertised. They already getting Oscar buzz.
It's not on that homepage where they keep putting weird.
Not for you, because you watching bullshit. Queen's Gambit. Let's get into it. I need to figure out why you people are so invested in this fictional story about a white girl who is a chess professional when the real Queen's Gambit is an African comedian who's won 15 times. 15-time chess champion.
Then you would have to deep dive into Hollywood and the politics and the whitewashing and all of that fun stuff.
I'm so glad you said whitewashing because I was going to say it if you did it.
Oh, I mean, we call it what the fuck it is. Whitewashing. If you haven't heard that word, it's a thing.
Yeah. So which shows, minus Queen's Gambit, are you highly recommending? What do you highly recommend?
All right, well now you're gonna judge me because you just went for Queen's Gambit. Now I like period pieces. Listen, I like period pieces for some reason. I'm weird like that. So Outlander.
Most of us do.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You have to find the culture in something because we don't get taught it. Hot plates. Outlander is a period piece in Scotland in 1673.
Okay.
But a chick, so her name is Claire Beecham. Almost said words. Cool. Her name is Claire Beecham, and she is in 1964 while the war is going. She's a nurse. She's a combat nurse. She meets her husband. They get married after the war, go to Scotland. And then this mysterious like pool she gets from the rocks because they go to Culloden. which is actually a real place in Scotland. And then something happens and she goes back in time. And I mean, I could tell you more.
She goes back in time?
She goes back in time because she has this pool, like, somebody tells her that she has two paths. She's already married, but she has another husband. And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, literally in a different life, you have another husband. And she's like, that's weird. Then she touches these rocks and she just goes.
By herself?
By herself.
Not husband, present day. So is it safe to assume that she meets the other husband in this time travel?
Yes,
so
meets
like
the other
sci-fi, or is it like, what is it?
I would say more fantasy than sci-fi.
Okay.
Because there's not
any technology.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, so she goes to the future?
No.
Oh.
She goes to the past, but I mean, like, the furthest we get to in the series as of right now is 1970s. She meets the ancestor of her current husband and has to figure out a way to not get him killed because the other potential one could possibly be the death of her future type deal. So she has to play kind of God in a way.
Okay.
Because she has to make sure that she doesn't ruin her future while she's in her present in the past.
So it's Back to the Future.
I've never actually seen that movie.
What is it about this show that you think is the reason other people should watch it?
The love story of it, the empowerment of women, because Claire is a powerful woman. She doesn't let men kick her around, even from the time that she's from, which is 1940s. She's like, no, but it is, since it's in the past and it is a period piece, actually one that went by the rules in my head very well is there aren't many Black people in this. The love story between Claire and Jamie is just so authentic, and how they maneuver around each other and the way that Claire wants to be in medicine, even going in the past and figuring out how to use herbs and how to not be considered as a witch, because back in the day, you'd get burned at the stake.
Burn your ass.
Right?
Or put a whole bunch of boulders on your chest.
Yeah.
Come on, Crucible. So what do we think is worth a watch?
The Boys.
I agree. You tell me why.
There's just so much that happens within the first 3 minutes. A girl explodes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it right now. She does.
He was holding her hand. The Boys has some of the most dynamic characters.
The most dynamic between I just jumped to a different show in my head, not Stranger Things. What is the main guy? Billy. Between Billy, who looks like Hugh Jackman, but like
a lot. But
in a weird way, kind of hotter. No shade on Hugh, because he is my boy, but he's hotter and just. And then
it's because he's friend,
huh? And that like Scottish British accent. He's like, you cunt, and you're like, yep, there he is.
Yep. Change the pants.
Yes. Every other second. Oh my God. Like, I'm like, season 3, when is it happening? I get it, COVID, you can't. I need y'all to figure it out.
What shouldn't people watch, girl?
Old shows that they're putting on Netflix, like The Office. I tried.
People love that. You are gonna get hate mail. Your fucking inbox is
Send it. With some Jameson, that would be nice. IPA. It's not funny.
I couldn't get into it. I'm gonna stand next to you and take this heat, because The Office is something that
And I've seen, you want to know the funniest parts? They're in memes. I've already seen it. I use it whenever, like the parkour. I use that all the time.
That's like, you know what another show is like that? Parks and Rec.
Never seen it. The Community. Never seen it.
30 Rock. Which is hilarious.
I've never seen it, but I love Alec Baldwin.
Just like The Match Game.
Oh.
Never mind.
But
Don't.
speaking of Alec Baldwin, William, one of his brothers, I don't know, he was in Gossip Girl. He's great too. We like him.
So that would be the dude from Flatliners, the one that had Julia Roberts and Kevin Bacon and Kiefer Sutherland.
I need to see Flatliners.
But when it comes to like film, if that fucking cover is not popping,
Then
you lost me.
You're beat.
I don't care. Unless it's got Will Smith.
It's unfortunate. Well, it's unfortunate that his like one of his best films, besides Independence Day, because that is my jam. I mean, like he's had a lot, but in the 90s lately.
Well, he doesn't have to work now.
I know, but like.
And they do a lot of production.
Yeah, which is totally fair. But whenever he does movies, they're not good.
No.
So it's like, but why are you wasting your time and energy? Like, I know that like you were doing it for fun, probably for you. I get it. Cool. Because that is you. But don't waste your time. Because now everybody wasted our time watching you. It's a whole thing.
Gemini man, I gotta watch you and a clone of you suck in a fucking movie?
Yeah, like nobody wants that. Do I Am Legend. Like I want to see what happened. Another thing to not watch. It was there, now it's gone. Ugh.
Who was in it?
Am I supposed to remember? Hence why we're not watching it.
Tim Roth.
Who's Tim Roth?
Oh my God, if somebody else asked me this shit, I'm starting to get offended. He was the villain in the Mark Wahlberg fucking Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. I love that movie. I wanted to go to San Francisco because of that movie.
Planet. Are they gonna
hate
make a
it.
Captain Planet movie?
Huh?
Are they gonna make a Captain Planet movie?
They need to. But who would you cast? Oh, I don't even know why I asked that question.
No? Is that a no? Is that a strong no from you?
Not necessarily.
I know. Have you not seen this Funny or Die? Remember when Funny or Die used to be a thing? This was in
with Frank. What's his name?
Who?
What's his name? His brother. Pineapple Express. Why can't Franco?
Franco. His last name. James.
Yes, James Franco. Okay, so his brother Frank was in a lot of those.
Franco?
Not Frank, David. So should I watch Utopia today? Like, what are you doing to me?
Man, I'm still okay. So I turned off the TV last night to watch season 2. Well, at the start of season 2, the UK version. Like the American version, I think was a lot more upbeat. Like the pace was faster.
Because this is why we steal shows from the UK or why Canadian shows, because I was actually thinking of a bunch of shows like that I used to watch. Most of them were filmed in Canada. Most of them were Canadian actors. Right. It's because Americans are so bored with themselves. They're just like, we gotta pluck things. And then you're like, I'm still bored because you gave me garbage. Let me watch something from Canada. Because like Degrassi, hello. Everything.
National treasure.
Everything. It came on so long ago, had 1 season, but the same actress who was in the Australian one was in the American one, which was weird. And she did like the slap. I think it was called The Slap, but it was from Australia, or it was a UK.
I have again no idea what you're talking about. And how long ago was this?
Oh, mid-2000s.
Oh, girl, I was so drunk at that time. I don't even think I watched TV back then. Well,
Grandma's Boy was fine.
Fine? Disconnect this motherfucking call. How do you get out of this?
Okay, so you're going to hate me even more real quick. So here's the thing. Billy Madison is my shit. I want to touch the honey. Like, that penguin, Chris Farley, like when he's like, all of it. Love Billy Madison. I can watch that probably every single day for the rest of my life. Happy Gilmore, that can go fuck itself. Yeah. Because I'm about to list a bunch of Billy Madison, Adam Sandler movies that I'm here for. Because I'm a weird kid. I watch things that people don't like. So whenever I talk about
Hill.
Do not disrespect.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just, you know.
Oh, you're just. Why do you hate it so much? However, I was also a kid in 2005 whenever it came out, and I was here for it. I played basketball. They played basketball. I connected with the girls. Brooke Davis, Sophia Bush is my jam. #1 laminated. Duh. Besides Natalie Portman, that's movies, TV shows. Cool. Close your mouth. It speaks to me. All of my tattoos are One Tree Hill related. Let it be.
Ma'am, do not discuss these things.
Why?
This is not a vlog. Stop telling people these things.
This is real life. They're everywhere. They're not.
Affluenza, which I used to think was a flu. It's not. It's affluent.
Influenza is the flu.
Yeah. See, now you like me. That's exactly where I was. I was like, this bitch got the flu? That's why he got out of jail?
I don't watch the CW anymore. Riverdale was the last one.
And
I'm serious. I don't have cable.
You just had a whole ass mimosa out here in the middle of the afternoon on a Monday. It ain't Sunday.
I worked all day yesterday making people drinks, and I was like, I can't even drink any of these. It's dumb. It's dumb. Give me some JMO. It begins with an L. It was cheaper. It was a struggle. I got it back in like June.
It's tequila?
Yeah.
With an L?
Yeah. Lazul. I can't read that far. Do you want me to go grab the bottle? Like, what do you want?
No, because they ain't paying you. They ain't paying you. Do not promote them.
True. You're like, I'll just, it's black and blue.
I'll make sure in post that I add this part. So if they want you to fucking do it, they can send you a fucking check.
Mm-hmm.
You watch This Is Us?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
but you can
see. You shit in the bed. You can't be like.
Hold up. I'm not shitting in the bed because I tried to watch This Is Us. I tried. You want to know what episodes I watched? I watched the episode where they talk about how Jack actually died by the crock pot, and then I was like, oh god, unplug this shit. And what's her face's wedding? Is that the same episode? I think that
it is.
Might be this.
It's the same episode.
And another one, whenever Sterling, what's his dad's name?
Jack?
What's his name?
His name is Sterling. Will, his real dad?
Yes. So whenever he came, I watched that episode. And then I just, it hasn't grasped me. I love Mandy Moore, but she sings out of the side of her mouth. I can't do it.
So is that girl from the Cheetah Girls, and you love that shit.
Adriana?
Yeah. See, you knew exactly who the fuck I was talking about too.
She's on The View, or she's not on The View. She's on The Talk.
No, she ain't.
Who?
She on The Real.
Whatever. They're all the fucking same.
Right.
Yes,
That might as well be malt liquor compared to the other two. You ready for my highly recommend?
No.
The Final Girls. So The Final Girls, original concept. I have no idea how this American person got this to be made.
Okay.
It's
a movie?
Huh?
It's a movie. Okay.
And it's like, it's longer than your average horror movie, but it's like a horror comedy movie, which is something I've been finding myself drawn into a little bit more lately.
Yeah.
But these girls, this girl is being raised by a single mother. Mm-hmm. And the mother is an actress, but she hasn't gotten good work since she did this ridiculous horror film back in the day, to which she gave up her virginity to this douchebag who is played by Adam Devine. So the mom leaves an audition, and it didn't go so well because they spent the whole audition trying to figure out where they knew her from, and then they mentioned this fucking stupid ass movie that she was in. And so the mom is like frustrated. The daughter is like a high school student. She's frustrated because she's seeing her mom frustrated, and their bills are piling up and all kinds of shit. And just when you think that the movie is taking like a kind of like solemn little turn, car accident, mom dies. 4 years later, the girl is trying to fucking process it. Like, she don't have no family, basically. And this weird ass nerd, you know, the cult following for the fucking film that the mom was in is like, oh my God, you're the daughter of such and such that's in the fucking movie. Come to this film screening and then maybe give a little speech after, blah, blah, blah. So somehow the girl, the dude that's interested in her, her best friend, the best friend's brother, I want to say somebody else, they get sucked into the fucking movie.
So kind of like Pleasantville?
Worse.
Oh.
Because it's a horror movie and her mother has been dead for 4 fucking years, and now she has to see her fucking mother alive in this weird ass fucking reality.
So I'm gonna watch that today, I've heard.
Yo, it is so good. And I keep forgetting to tell people about this one because it's at the top of my list and I'll be reading from the middle because I guess that's how dyslexia works. I don't know. Super good. It's got that chick that's usually in the Judd Apatow movies with the superhero jaw. She should have probably played Captain Marvel.
They done fucked up. They done fucked it up.
I appreciate you being here. How long did this one run?
For 3 hours. Three and a half.
I'm doing a terrible job. I need somebody to be in charge.
No, we just gotta, you just have to make sure people don't go on tangents. I'm the biggest culprit of that.
Yo, and me too. And so that makes it worse. So I need somebody to be like, we're going to commercial in the back so I can be like, stay on topic or something. No, it's just me here, just having tangent conversations like I always do. But I told you already, none of these have been 30 minutes. All of them have been an hour or more.
I know. But in reality, it's just putting more work on you because you have to edit stuff, but there's more content. So it's like.
Now I done lost my light. So that means it's time to get off. Yes. This has been a pleasure. I do want you to come back the next time.
Absolutely. Next time I won't be so like, ooh.
You weren't even like that. I'm telling you, when I'm gonna for yours, I'm gonna put so much from the beginning and you're gonna be like, what the fuck was I even worried about? You did not come off like that at all.
In my head, I was like, well,
that's because we're both crazy in our heads. Don't listen to that crazy person.
I know.
She
will be left in 2020. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh my God, I wish I could disconnect mine, but I think I would have to remove my entire brain. So I'm just gonna have to take it as a process that I'm slowly growing out of because I mean, that's just what it has to be. I mean, never actually mature to the level of a fucking responsible functioning adult. However, like emotionally and mentally, I do need to do a lot fucking better.
I mean, don't we all? We're gonna get there. It's fine.